Hello, welcome to this month's demonstration video for Smile, Create, Repeat. We're doing a gouache painting from life. I set up a still life of an avocado. You can see that in the upper left hand corner there. Excuse me. And we're going to do the 3-color challenge that we like to do, where we're just using 3 colors, and they might not be the colors of the object, but we're just going to do that so we can learn more. Well, it's just fun, but we can also learn about mixing colors, excuse me again, and using the colors as values. So I have my paper. I cut the sheet we got in half just because I wanted you to do little studies. I have, some of you might remember this from the last gouache video I did, but I have just an old CD tray, and I'm using that as my mixing palette. I'll try to keep that on camera so you can see what I'm doing. And I just squeeze a little bit out, and these are dried already from, I was playing with them earlier, but you can just squeeze a little bit out. You don't need a lot. And those are dry, but if you just wet them again, you can use them again. But I'm just showing you, I'm just doing this for the demo. Normally I would just wet them and be fine with it. Alright, so I'm not going to draw with the pencil. I'm just going to go in and paint. Alright, so what do we got here? I have a dirty container of water. Alright, so when you just get your brushes, you need to rinse off the bristles because they have the preservative in there to keep them the nice shape and shipping and all that. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a wash. I'm not sure what color. I think just a little. So this has a lot of water in here, and I'm just going to really light, just to knock down the white of the paper. And I'm doing it a little darker. Drop my brush, figure I'd throw it around. A little lighter, and then I dabbed it just to get some of the water off, some of the paint off, to make it a little lighter still, just to knock down the white. And now I'm thinking about what I'm going to do. So right now I have the background as the darkest dark, and then under the, is it the shell? The skin of the avocado, the bottom side, and then the cast shadow, the shadow that is being put on the blue table from the avocado. So that's the darkest part. So I want the avocado to be pretty big. Oh, I made that right in the middle. I don't want that in the middle. So I'm moving it up. Okay, and then I'm getting too close to the top, so I'm going to adjust it. And this is a sketch. That doesn't mean I don't want it to be accurate, but just trying to, more about just color and shape, not for me this time so much about the drawing part, although I am going to try to make it accurate-ish. Okay, and now this. So the fun part here is, instead of drawing the shape down like this, over here you can. A little more water. I'm just trying to draw the shadow. Yeah, see, that's too high on the picture. And then here, instead of, yeah, this is what I was talking about. Instead of this edge of the avocado, I'm just going to draw the shadow. of the background. And this stuff dries pretty quick, so just put it down and then you can paint over it. And then so where are we gonna go here? The shadows there and there. So there's the light from the table, then the shadow. So see that this is too close to the top here, too much space down here. So so I would see if I did it with pencil. Yeah, I can fix it with this, so I'm actually going to fix it with this. Show you just how I'm doing it. It's part of the fun about messing up when everyone's watching. I can use it as a learning tool for myself. So now I'm adding more shadow down at the bottom because I'm redoing it. And this shadow is not in line with the top of the avocado. The avocado is way over, so this shadow, I'm going to have to fix that too. So what color am I going to do? Well, let's do this orange. Just need to get some other colors in there. So I'm going to do another video on the color mixing, just so we can see what it looks like. And I think I'm going to do orange and some yellow. I'm going to save the brightest yellow, which is lighter, for the fruit part. And this I'm using a little more water. I'm going to use for here, and like I said, this needs to be cut in. That makes it dirty, which is fun. Can soften that edge. And if you leave some of your brush strokes, that's why we got excuse me, that's why we got you this flat brush, because it's the feel of it's nice, and you can leave these brush strokes and using the flat edge of it, right? Look at how that glows. So that, I want to bring that there, I'm going to bring that here. And this comes under, almost to the thing. Okay. Alright, rinsing the brush. Okay. And now I'm going to bring this down. Alright. And that is, because of the angle we're at, that is very thin. A little more water there, because the paint is not flowing how I wanted it to. And that, the pit of it is not that big. Alright, so let's get back in with the dark purple. I'm going to need more. And I'm fixing, I don't want to call it mistakes, but yeah, mistakes. So that has to come in like that, because I had to cut that shape. And this actually looks like it goes down a little bit, maybe even level, not up right there. Oh, I got some of that yellow, which might be kind of neat. And this avocado pit is much smaller. And then this is here. Alright, I'm going to need to squeeze some more paint. Okay. So we got more purple here. Ah, didn't want the purple, but that's alright. So I put a little bit of the purple, so I can finish fixing this. And I'm going to make, let's fix this edge. So this I'm going to go in, oh, no, it should be drier, but it's not. And I'm fixing this edge just to clean it up and really make it, I'm trying to make it look skinny because of the angle that we're at. And there's a shadow. See how I'm using the corner of my brush, because you can get details with this big clunky brush. It's not really big and clunky, it's pretty nice. And then I'm fine cleaning up that edge, because that's where I want that. And okay. Alright, now I'm going to go in, and the background's done. I'm going to go in and fix this, the orange, the top of the table, and the shape of the avocado. And that has some reflected light. So the light that's shining down onto the table is bouncing back up onto the underside of here. So we're going to go in and add some of that. And in our picture, in the photo, it's probably like a cool blue. It's the dark and then with a cool blue reflecting back, but we have the dark purple and the orange would be reflecting back. So we're going to do that, and it's going to look pretty neat. So I got some purple, and a pinch of orange, maybe a little more, and that's going to make it look brown. And we're just doing that there. Now that'll be nice, because that warm orange, purple, brown mixture will give us a different tone for when we go in and fix up the cast shadow, because now that can be this cool purple. Cool temperature, not cool like, hey, cool. Yep. And I'm gonna refine the edge of the shadow a little more. There's lots of ways to paint. This is just the way that I'm showing you in this, right? So these are some ideas on things that can be done with gouache. Don't need to do it this way, of course. But I'd love to see what you do anyway. Whether you do this, you like it, try the 3-color challenge. And see, now I'm putting some yellow there, and it's blending in, just because I wanted to add a little bit more. Maybe that's where the light's really hitting. Now let's clean this up a little bit more. And I keep pulling the purple there. You can see that. And I think I need... Alright, and then we'll clean up this back here. There, I'm trying not to disturb the paint underneath. And now I'm going to do a little bit, once it's done, I'm going to do a little bit of dry brush and run it over the edge just to soften the edge, because it's a little sharp. It's a little sharp here, and it softens as farther it goes back away from the food. Okay. Alright, let's excuse me, let's get this up to where we need it to be. So we have the brown, right, with the two colors that I'm using here. Make it a little lighter. And now, ooh, my water is dirty. Get rid of that. So you want clean water. Right. Just rinsing out my brush. Ooh, that did not rinse out. You'll see that in a minute. Alright, so what do we got here? So this, I'm going to touch that up. Just going to clean up that. Okay, so now, okay, so we're going to add that yellow to this brown, because we're trying, what I'm trying to do is, you see that right there, oh, it's still wet. Using some of the lighter brown, because it's a ball, it has a bunch of highlights on it, and that is not nearly light enough. But see that right there, and the way I followed the shape of it, I liked my original marks better. And how it's dry and I'm pulling it, that is creating that texture. And I'm putting a little more yellow because I'm going to add just a little, oh, nope, I need a little more. So I got a little bit right on the tip of the brush for a highlight like that. And that's, nope, I'm going to go back in and again redefine the background shape and color right here, just to tighten up and with this clean purple you could also do like a design element if you wanted to, where you really make it pop with a sharp clean color. And now that I've seen this has dried, I'm going to make the highlight, the reflected light, a little lighter. And just a little bit. Alright, so there it is. I hope you like that. Oh, and we do have the colored pencil in there. So what this is for is, this is if you were doing a cartoon or something, you could go in and draw it, or add other details with the colored pencil. But colored pencils and gouache really go together nicely. I'll show you something of that in another video too. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please share what you've made with your 3-color challenge from your June 2017 Smile Create Repeat art supply box. And if you don't get Smile Create Repeat, go to our website and you can join in 1 month, 6 months, or a year. And you can cancel anytime, but we know you won't want to. So thank you very much and have a great month.